Our final two wide open Baja Challenge cars. Coming up here, we got Joe in the driver's seat. The hardest working team in all of Baja, hands down. Complete rebuild, new tranny. Tell me about what happened out there. You guys replaced all kinds of stuff. It was a brutal, long 2 days of racing. But the most important part, you're right here at the finish line.
That was the thing. I think we still have just over an hour before we timed out. So we told Roger we were going to get it here safe. But rough start. I think Roger lost a tranny. We replaced it at 160. Kind of put us behind, and then the first half of the course just shook us to death. It was a lot of fun though. We had a great time. BFG's worked great. Wide Open crew was right there with us, making sure everybody was safe. And my own co-pilot here was doing his thing, and he got shaken up some really good time on his sections.
All right, let's go over here and talk to Edward. Congrats for getting it to the finish. You guys definitely persevered and got it to the finish. I'll tell you what, when you have as much heart as this team does, it doesn't matter how many parts go out, you get it to the finish line. When you got a team like the whole Wide Open, you guys get it to the finish. Edward, I know it's not really where you wanted to be. I know it was 2 long days, but you got it here. That's the most important part. It just shows how bad to the bone this team is to get you guys to this finish line.
It's always just about getting to the finish line. That's what Roger wants us to do, so we deliver. We're deliver on that. We're 100%. So that's what we're good about. The Wide Open crew, they got us here. It's all them. Changing the transmission and belts and things like that. They just are relentlessly just good at what they do and get us back into play. And so hats off to them, and also Score and everybody who volunteers and helps out. Such a great race. It was tough though. Super, super technical. I'm sure you heard that all day long. It definitely rattled us, but we just kept it going. These cars just go everything and have no problem out there. Just us, just carrying us around.
That's what being a hardcore off-roader is about. Just keep pushing forward, no matter what it takes to get right here.
Oh, for sure. And I want to thank Roger and Elise for putting this team together. I want to thank my lovely wife, Ashley, and my sons, Dominic and Michael, for wish they could be here and join us. But this is a family affair that started with Roger and Elise, that more families can do this. It's really easy to arrive and drive, and they take care of everything else.
And who all drove with you?
We have the crew here. We have Eddie Abraham, Jason Abraham. Where is he? Colby right here, Colby Hodnett. They drove awesome. Actually, the awesome sections. I'm really jealous that the sections they had, Pacific and up in the mountains, were just fantastic, and they just handled them perfectly. And all the silt beds out there, which of course the Wide Open car is really good at. But you should talk to them because I bet they have some good stories.
Let's start with Jason over here. I know you're getting some video. Let's hear about it, man. Congrats. I know. Like we talked about, it was one heck of a long day. But you guys got it here. You had a good time. You came in, you were still smiling.
Oh, I know. I tell you, when I got out with Ed, I wasn't quite smiling for a few minutes. This guy's so freaking fast. We were like flying through these creek beds for about an hour and a half, and he was just beating me to death. And he's like, hey, I think I need to go to the bathroom. I'm like, I don't know what's coming out of me. I don't know if it's pee or blood, but something is coming out of me, and it's tough. I'm like, yeah, the guy's killing me, and he's a champ. And Edward's the man here. Of course, Roger got us way ahead, and then we had the trouble, and the BC crew just problem solved and got us a new transmission in, and then we had some belt problems later with the alternator. They solved that problem, and once we got it going, we never looked back. It was awesome. What a day.
When you say that about your chase crew, yeah, they just got it done. It was no problem, and they changed the transmission. What an alternator, I think a power steering too, a few belts, but it shows. Tell me about this Wide Open, it's wideopenbaja.com, the Wide Open tour. They do tours for racing. It is just a full arrive and drive. They get you to the finish, obviously, no matter what.
Oh, absolutely. And it's one of them deals that people like me would never have the opportunity to do the Baja if it wasn't for the Wide Open crew and the whole scenario of the Wide Open. And it's amazing. I mean, these things are tanks, and they go all the way to the end. If you want to go finish the Baja 1000, this is your shot right here.
This is your shot. Now I think next year they're going to sell out on these things because everybody's going to want to be in one of these for that peninsula run.
Yeah, no doubt. It's but you better bring your big boy shorts because it's not. I don't care what you're riding. If you're going 1,000 miles anywhere, it's tough. And it was tough. I'm not kidding you. I wasn't crying, but I was thinking about it. I'm telling you, it was tough. It was tough, you know. And so we dug down and got her done, and it was good.
Well, Jason, I'm so happy that you brought your big boy shorts.
Well, I was too. I might have peed in them a little bit. I'm not for sure, but it was kind of touch and go. But I'm telling you, it was Edward was really laying it down this morning.
Glad you had fun. Nice work, buddy.
Thank you.
And we'll start right over here. We'll just work our way around. And what was your name again?
Colby, Hotman.
Colby, man. We talked before you got in this thing. You were just so super excited. What was it? Everything you thought it was going to be, and some? I know you've been in it before.
Oh man, it was absolutely wonderful. We had some phenomenal sections out there that were super fast and clean and smooth, and then some really technical sections through the goat trails and up in the mountains and stuff like that, which was absolutely wonderful. All the work and everything from the crews had been done by our point, so didn't really have to do anything other than keep the car alive and get it to the finish line.
I just heard a huge tire screech. Smooth. Where were you at? Did you take a wrong turn or what?
No, I didn't take a wrong turn at all. No, it was wonderful. So it was really awesome.
Well, you're one hell of a driver then. I'm glad you came out and enjoyed it again, and hope to have you back next year.
I appreciate that. I look forward to being back. So,
All right, and this guy over here, tell everybody your name.
Eddie Abraham from Texas.
Eddie, we were talking earlier, and you said it was just as good as you've ever done. You guys had a blast, even though it was the roughest course you've ever done.
I got the smooth section smooth and fast for me, and Kobe was co-driving with me, and we had no troubles at all.
All right, well, great work out there. I'm glad you had a good time, and I'm sure we're going to see you guys back next year because you're hooked now.
Oh yeah, well, for sure, yeah, because these wide open cars, any problems we had, they get fixed right quick, and we're back on track again.
That's what it's all about, and you didn't even have to get your hands dirty.
Oh no, not me. I just sat in the seat and drive, so it's good.
So you got your money's worth. And we'll go over here, Roger Norman. First of all, who was the maniac that ripped out that tranny is what I want to know.
That was me, and it went out after race mile 30 or 40, and but there was no tranny at the first stop. We did a fuel splat. We're like, hey, you guys have a tranny here? And they said no, but we'll get you one out to 160. And so we limped it. We had first. So we had second. Let's see, we lost second and fourth gear and reverse. So we didn't know we were missing reverse too, but we came around a corner and there's a giant, huge boulder right in the middle of the course, and I stopped right up against this boulder. Then I went to put it in reverse, and we had no reverse. It was just grinding gears. It wouldn't move at all. So then I bumped into the rock and tried to get up on it a little bit to where it would push me back, and then I just got a run at it and just went right over the top of that sucker. And then from then on, we knew we couldn't get into any situations where when you don't have reverse, you got nothing. So, but we limped it to the pit, and they had the tranny there, and we changed it and everything. And
So a long day, but hey, you hammered it through. The car handled it. You just had to replace the tranny. But you told me your arm was a little bit sore. You had to hold it in gear like another 40 miles till you got to the pit where they changed the tranny for you.
Oh yeah, but it was super fun. We had a blast. And Pellicino rode with me, and he had the flu that morning, and so he wasn't feeling too good, but he powered through it, and he ran a bunch of last night and today too. So yeah, it was a good race for everybody.
The whole wide open crew. I mean, they're not only good mechanics, they do it fast, and they're not scared of anything. They go in all in on everything they do and make sure that you guys get to the finish line each and every time. And over all the years, I've been doing this 7 years, being able to host here for you guys with Score, and I've never seen one not finish, and that's saying a lot. I mean, we all know coming down here to Baja, there's nothing more brutal, and these cars always get to the finish line. So best bang for your buck. Best way to get into off-road racing, hands down.
It is, but this was one of the most brutal courses ever. And I think it was, all the rain and everything being wet, and then all the pre-running that was done. I've never seen that 160 miles that I did felt more like a 500. I was sore. This morning I was really sore. And that was only 160 miles. You know, that's nothing. I've done solo 1,250 miles or so for the La Paz race, and I wasn't sore after that one, but I was sore today.
But I bet you had a good time still.
Oh yeah, it was super fun, and you know that's the thing. We all love what we do. Pellicino was our navigator, and he loves it so much. He was sick and had a great time. So, how great is that? You know that you love it enough to be having the flu and be sick, and still go racing and have a blast.
Well, hanging out with you guys, I would imagine anybody could have a good time either way. So I'm glad you guys did a great job. Pellicino.
You're up.
Que pasao, primo? Hey, you feeling better, first of all?
Yes.
Well, once you got the tranny in, you definitely felt better, right?
Yeah. Efficiency training en camión de transmisión. Y después tuvimos problemas con el alternador, con la polea del alternador y por tu culpa. ¿Y qué más? ¿Y nada más?
How long did it take you to change the tranny? 1 hora?
Poco más, como 1 hora y media.
Es rápido en la tierra.
Sí, es rápido.
Gracias por todo. Yo sé mucho amor aquí. Was somebody else drove with you guys? I think that was it in this car, right? Well, hey, you guys, it's been a pleasure getting to hang out with you guys a little bit and see the smiles at the finish line. And like I said, I can't wait to see you all next year. And we're going to do it again, but we're going to do it bigger, badder, and better for the 50th anniversary.
All in. We're all in. We're ready to go.
Done deal. All right. Well, you guys, safe trip home. You guys have safe travels. And the best part is you don't even need to touch this car and look at it again. You're done. You go take a shower, have some lobster, head home, and this is all taken care of by the Wide Open crew.
Somebody else can wash it and fix it, and we're sitting home drinking a beer.
There you go. All right. Well, good job.
Thanks to all of you for being here for so long. You guys are looking good, 100%. Like you can do this all over again.
Hey, if I had to wait for you, I would do it all over again. Hey, so where did this put you in the series now for the championship?
I think we win it. I think we're the only one in it, so that's good. I think we got a championship here.
Congratulations, Edward.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thanks again. Thanks to you too.
Well earned. It wasn't just like it was this one race. It was the whole season, and you put in a lot of hard work and all the pre-running that goes into it too. So you're definitely the man.
Oh no, this is all Roger and his team and Pellicino. Just keep this car together. Just let us knuckleheads drive it. That's it. It's simple. No, it was a good year. Good races, but this was the toughest. By far, we're going to be sore. The first race, I think, will be sore, just getting beat up out there.
Well, it's taco time. Go get some to eat.
Yo, just said it. Thanks, buddy.
You too, bud.